4 exercises. What if I told you that is all you need to strength train when you're over 60? Well, that's exactly what I'm telling you. Stay tuned for this video to find out more. Welcome. Are you over 60 and you want a routine that you can do for exercise, but you want it to be simple and you want to be able to do it at home and you want it to check off all the boxes that we need as over 60 years old, 70s, 80s, and 90s? Well, that is why I designed this video. Welcome everybody. I am a fitness trainer and a health coach and a nutrition consultant, and I've been in this industry for 42 years. I am 61 years old myself, and I, like you, probably, if you're watching this video, I don't want to have a complex routine that I have to go and spend hours or have a lot of different movement patterns in. I want to know that I have a routine that I can do that achieves these things. I know I need to have strength. I want to be alive for 120 years and I want longevity. And I want to be able to ambulate myself up and down stairs, out in the world, get up and down from toilets in the bathroom on my own. So I need strength. You need strength. I also need flexibility because as we age, things get tighter. And if we're not doing something to open up the joint spaces and the muscle tissue, it's like we're getting more and more limited in our own body. So we need strength, we need flexibility. We also need core stabilization because that is what allows us to be stable, to be able to move our body, to be able to lift things, grandchildren, things that you need to do in your own home. So we need strength, we need flexibility, we need core stabilization, and we need balance. At 61 years old, I notice my balance is becoming compromised. Many people fall in their 70s and 80s, and that is the kiss of death for coming back. But if we have better balance, we can avoid possibly falling. We might lose our balance a little bit, but be able to retrieve it before we actually fall. So this routine that I've designed, that I'm going to teach you here, covers all those check marks: strength, flexibility, core stability, and balance. It's 4 moves because we only need 4 moves. And what the 4 moves are going to involve is front body on the upper body, and then the back of your upper body, and then the front muscles of your lower body, and the back muscles of your lower body. So that's going to be 4 exercises because that checks all those boxes, okay? We do need some equipment for this, but the total investment of the equipment I'm going to have you get, and I'm going to link the things to buy underneath this video, the total investment is going to be $50, thereabouts, okay? What you need to do is buy a set of these tubes with handles. They come with a door anchor, which is in the door right here. It's a little loop that you then use it to put into the door, like you can see over there. The set I'm going to have you get has 5 different tubes. Different colors represent different resistance. So as you advance, you can go to the higher resistance. You may start with the lowest ones, but it gives you, progression. So that's a $20 investment. You will also need to buy adjustable ankle weights. These have little, sometimes they come with bars. This has little sandbags of 2 pounds each, and there's 5 on them. So you can use 2 pounds to start. You can use nothing to start. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This goes up to 10. So this is an adjustable ankle weight from 0 to 10 pounds, and there's 2 to a pack. That is going to be about $30, okay? Then you need to have a backpack, all right? I'm sure someone in your house has one, and you're going to load it, okay? If you have dumbbells, then you're going to use dumbbells to put into this backpack. If you don't, I have like a bottle. This is a 1-liter bottle, and you can put several of them in the backpack to make it weighted. I'm going to demonstrate what we're going to do with this, but that's all the equipment you need, minus if you have a bench, that's great, and if you don't, a kitchen chair will work. All right, with these pieces of equipment, that is all we need for this exercise routine of 4 exercises. So you're going to take your resistance tube and you're going to put it in a door, which I have right over here, already mounted. This is the door anchor, and I'll take it out to show you. It's a round piece. It goes inside the door. You're going to set this up at your neck height for these exercises. I have several bands in here, or tubes, because for one exercise, you're going to use one certain resistance, and you have to feel this out for yourself. And then for the other one, you might need a different resistance. All right, so let me show you these 4 exercises. The first one, and I'm going to use my blue, is a back row. This is for the back upper body. You take your handles, you step back, so there's some resistance already, with your arms out straight. You're going to ground into your legs, and then you're going to take your tailbone down, and you're going to draw your lower belly in. Now we're working core stability. Okay, check that box. Now this is your back upper body exercise. It is a standing row. You take a breath, and as you breathe out, you're going to pull these right to your chest. Your elbows go straight back behind you, and you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together while you're stabilizing your core. And then you release. And you're going to pull and release. Slow and controlled. And we're going to be doing sets of 15, but you may start with 10. You might start with 8. You're going to start with whatever you can do, and you're going to use a resistance that feels challenging. All right, so that is exercise number 1, and that is for the back upper body. All right, you're going to turn the opposite direction, and I'm going to use a different tube just to illustrate. And now you're going to face away from the door. You're going to take one leg forward, and you're going to take your arms out to the side like I tell my clients to think about seagull wings. All right, then you're going to pull the wings together, oops, find your right spot, and you're going to bring them together, and then you're going to bring them back out. You're going to bring them together, and you're going to bring them back out, like a bird flying with wings. All right, now what's happening here is you're working the front body, but again, as you can see, as you're going back, this is really opening up, so it's also working flexibility in the front of our upper body, which many of us get tight, and then we have shoulder impingements. As I'm doing this, I'm also having to stabilize with my core. All right, so we're here checking 3 boxes: front upper body strength, and core stabilization, and flexibility for the upper front body, which is where we tend to all get tight. Amazing. That's 2 exercises. Okay, now coming down, and like I said, I have a bench here just so I can show you a bench, but a kitchen chair without arms will work perfectly fine as well. All right, now we're going to take our backpack, you're going to stand up with it open, and you're going to put this in the front of your body, all right? Because a lot of times when you're working legs in routines that you'll see online, it involves putting a weight over the back of your shoulders, and for my clients who are over 60, that's not a great position, all right? Shoulder issues for holding the weight there. It hurts the neck where you get very tight trapezius muscles, so that hurts us. We can't hold the bar, and then you can damage and put your back into spasms if you're not doing it correctly. So I don't like to weight the squats with a bar behind your back. I like to put something in front, which is a very stable, and the weight is distributed in a way that's going to be safe for your body. And then I'm going to put my dumbbell inside this. You can also use the water jugs or books or anything that you have. And then you're going to zip it back up so it's safe and closed. And now what you're going to do is you're going to hold it with your hands just for stability. And now the kitchen chair or the bench is behind you. We've got extra weight, so we're strengthening. This is an exercise that targets your thighs and your butt. So the front of your legs is really the target here. And then you're going to sit down and you're going to stand up. All right, so now we're strengthening. This is a squat basically. But what I'm going to have us do is you're going to sit down, and when you stand up, you're going to lift one leg. And then you're going to sit down, and when you stand back up, you're going to lift the other leg. Whoa. And now you can see that it's challenging balance. All right, the chair's right behind you, so the worst thing that's going to happen is you sit and fall back down in the chair. But now, down, that's a squat, up for balance. Down, and then stand up for balance. And this is the way we will be strengthening, checking that box for the front lower body, but also challenging our balance so we can check that box as well. All right, so now the last exercise, because that was number 3, I'm gonna put this down over here. Now we're gonna use our ankle weights. All right, like I said, you can start without using any weight for any of these exercises for the lower body, but you can also, if you have the adjustable dumbbells, take 1, 2, 3, or some of these out. I'm going to illustrate with all 5 in these because this is, so it's 10 pounds. You basically just put this around your ankle, and these come, they're very easy to get on and to adjust because of the Velcro. So there you go, that's as simple as that is. And then we're going to put the other one on, same thing. And now our last exercise that we're going to do is for the back of your lower body, the hamstrings and the glutes. All right, the glutes are going to be gotten in both of these exercises, but the squat targets the front thighs, and now this exercise I'm going to show you is going to target the back of your thighs. Both very important big muscle groups that we need to be able to move ourselves through time and space as we age. All right, now you're going to turn around and you're going to put your hands on your chair or your bench. You're going to lift one leg off the floor, and basically you're donkey kicking straight back, like you're going to drive your heel to the wall behind you and then bring the knee back in. When you kick back and straighten the knee, you're working the hamstrings and the glutes. And again, even though your hands are on the bench or the chair, you're also challenging balance, because as you can see, you're standing on one leg. When you're done with this set on the one side, you're going to go to the other side. Okay, so now, like I said, you've got balance. When you push back, you're also got flexibility going on, because when you straighten your legs straight back, you're also stretching the front hip muscles here, and those are muscles. The front of our body tends to get very tight, the front of the chest and the front of the hips, because we sit and because we do a lot of things in everyday life that involve moving like this. So these exercises are targeting the areas that tend to get really tight from everyday motion. So the flexibility that I'm targeting with these 4 exercises is the areas of our body that tend to get the most tight. All right, everybody, so these are 4 exercises. All right, like I said, front of the upper body, back of the upper body, front of the lower body, back of the lower body. Check, check, check. 4 exercises. They all address strength, muscle strength. They address flexibility, like I just said, especially in the front areas, which tend to get very tight. They are balance challenging, as you saw with me when I almost fell over on one side, but that's how you challenge balance. You take on, and your body might not be as good at it, but by doing repetitions, you get better. And core stabilization, which is also part of balance, but just also part of the integrity of moving your body through time and space, picking up grandchildren, moving things around your house. If you like this, follow up on the underneath here. I have a click to a video where I'm actually doing all the repetitions of these 4 exercises, and you can follow along and do the routine, save it, and then you have this routine to do. I am suggesting you do this every other day or 3 times a week. And the sets and the reps I'll talk about in the next video. So definitely check into that. If you enjoyed this, I invite you to my platform, yoursecond50.life, where I have more exercise routines, should you want more variety. I have information on health issues, and I have information on weight management, basically everything for men and women both, when you're over 50, 60, 70, and 80, all in one subscription, videos and live coaching. Check it out, everybody. All right, we've got this aging thing. We've got this longevity thing. Be well, everybody, and I'll see you on the next video.